The South Park series is well known for its particular brand of satire and humor, but the series has never really shined in the realm of video games. Until now. South Park: The Stick of Truth intends to remedy that by being developed with the help of the show's creators. But is that enough for a satisfying game? The game has you playing as the new kid, a new arrival in town that also happens to be a prophesized hero. Not long into the game, Butters passes by and soon you are embroiled in a conflict over the powerful artifact that is the Stick of Truth. A conflict wrought with betrayals and factions with different interests. The make-believe adventure the children of South Park engage in is an excellent excuse for engaging in the exploration, leveling, and combat that is common in role-playing games. But the story is more than a simple excuse for you to hit, or rather fart, on things. The show's trademark humor is present, and while some scenarios are rather tasteless, for the most part it's satire disguised as lowbrow humor. In other words, it's exactly what you'd expect from South Park. The simplistic art style and voice actors seen on the show are all present here, and it really helps to create an authentic experience. While some of the show's content is recycled or referenced in the game, for the most part this is a self-contained experience that can be enjoyed both by longtime fans and anyone that enjoys crude humor and satire. Other than a few loading screens, the world is a seamless rendition of the eponymous town. Instead of random encounters, there are scattered enemies that you can avoid or confront for a bit of extra experience. The game does employ level scaling, which means that enemies level up with you, but since you get better weapons and armor, not to mention equipment and weapon patches that provide various buffs, success is a simple matter of using your best equipment and attacks. While attacking is automatic, pressing the right key at the right time will trigger a critical hit, which can do up to 3 times more damage. Defending too is made significantly more effective by this, and can even allow for a free counter. And since every turn allows you to both use an item and attack, it all adds up to a satisfying game, one forgiving enough to not feel punishing, but challenging enough to never bore. Unfortunately, the game's PC version is the very definition of Spartan. While the lack of graphics options is understandable in a game like this, the inability to reconfigure the keys is anything but. What's worse, the keys seem to have been placed at absolute random, and there isn't even a controls window to remind you what the hell you're supposed to press. In combat, there are no such issues, as the game then constantly tells you what to press, and in general it still plays okay with the mouse and keyboard thanks to the mouse-driven interface, but a few customization options would have been nice. South Park: The Stick of Truth could have been a complete disaster. But thanks to the involvement of the show's creators, it's nothing less than a fantastic South Park experience and a great game on its own merits. As long as you don't actively hate the franchise or role-playing games, it's a must-play.